guys have been a real blessing to us. Unexpected, but greatly appreciated blessing. And we didn't know anything about your ministry, but when you wanted to come and be a part of our ministry, then we became a part of yours. We became an extension of your hands and feet.
Yes.
And we really appreciate the interest that you've taken.
He's doing a really good job of what he's doing, because all these kids out here that don't have that need it in their lives, whether it be emotionally, spiritually, anything. It's just, I think he's a really good person, even what he's doing right now to this day.
I want to thank you all very much for the things y'all have come out in this community and done. It has inspired these kids a lot, and it's really made them a lot big happy. And we appreciate everything y'all do for the kids. I'm like you, I love putting a smile on their hearts, and that's a thing you can't take away from a kid when you put a smile on their heart, and that makes my day.
For him to be able to look at the situation here, as many miles as we are from the Philippines or from California, and look at the situation here and say those people need help. He's making us a part of his life, and I thank him for that. I get emotional, but I do. I appreciate anybody that will look at the situation, realize this is kind of where I came from, maybe a different culture, different class and all this, but they need help. And he's willing to reach out to us across the miles and cultures and all the differences, and able to help make a difference here. And if we can make a difference in one life, we've been successful.
It helps them in a cross-cultural way to help the kids here. We appreciate it, and I think it has changed all of us. Thank you.
You are indeed what we have been waiting for. You came all the way from far just to come for us, to rescue us from some misfortunes.
म के भन्न चाहन्छु भने आउने दिनहरूमा पनि यस्तै माया, ममता र आशीर्वादको हामीलाई खाँचो छ र चिल्ड्रेन जोय फाउन्डेसन नेपाललाई सधैँ माया गर्नुहुनेछ भन्ने हामीले आशा राखेको छौँ। उहाँलाई यस कार्यक्रममा सहयोग गरिदिनु भएको, उहाँको आशीर्वाद पाएकोले उहाँलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु।
ต้องขอขอบคุณมูลนิธินะครับที่เข้ามาช่วยในโครงการคุณภาพชีวิตที่ยั่งยืนมันเป็นโครงการที่ดีที่มีมูลนิธิแรกที่เข้ามาทำงานในด้านนี้นะครับซึ่งเป็นสิ่งที่ดีมากให้กับครอบครัวผู้ยากไร้ซึ่งไม่มีสามารถที่จะปลูกบ้านด้วยตนเองได้มีผู้มาสนับสนุนจัดว่าเป็นโครงการที่ดีครับผู้ขับร้อยฐานพรานที่1-2ที่ปฏิบัติงานในพื้นที่นะครับมีความรู้สึกยินดีนะครับที่มูลนิธิได้เข้ามาช่วยเหลือชาวบ้านครับมีงานที่ทางทหารก็ได้ทำอยู่แล้วครับแต่ว่ามีมูลนิธิเข้ามาเสริมแล้วมาช่วยเหลือชาวบ้านมาสร้างบ้านให้ชาวบ้านนะครับทางกองร้อยฐานพรานที่1-2ครับ
For more than a decade, and really with his vision, with his trust and faith in the Lord, he has changed so many lives.
Sana po marami ka pang matulungan, lalo na po yung mga kabataan natin. Umaasa rin po sa iyo, sa iyo pagiging matulungin sa kapwa.
Kami po ay nalulugod sa DSWD na may mga ganitong klaseng organisasyon na tumutugon at nagbibigay ng atensyon, panahon at ng kanyang resources upang mapalaganap ang pagsasaayos ng kinabukasan ng ating kabataan. So kami nakikiisa in behalf of our Secretary G and President Duterte. Kami malugod na bumabati sa inyo at sana sa maraming pagkakataon pa ay patuloy kayong magtagumpay sa inyong layunin. Muli po, congratulations.
Well, first let me say what a wonderful message the pastor gave earlier, and I would like to congratulate him for that. Secondly, rather than congratulating him for getting that accolade, I congratulate the Royal Institution of Singapore for being able to have the honor of giving him the accolade. And can he be force for universal peace and unity? With or without the accolade, he is a force for universal peace and unity.
Our beloved Reverend Executive Pastor is somebody who can unify people of the world, and as an instrument of our Lord.
Pag sinabi ko, kahit hindi kami magkareligion ni Pastor Kibuloy, I can confidently say, he's a really good man.
To Pastor Apollo, I may not be part of your congregation, but I really and I sincerely salute your values, your ideas about life and about our great God. Thank you so much for helping me shape my life today through your valuable institutions, the Jose Maria College, and of course the Children's Joy Foundation Incorporated. May the good Lord lift you higher and higher so that more people will experience His love through you. Thank you so much, Pastor.
Maraming salamat, Pastor, for empowering me sa mga words mo, sa mga wisdom na nakukuha ko from you. And maraming salamat po dahil ikaw po yung daan kung bakit po ako nandito at kung bakit ko maaabot ang mga pangarap sa life. Maraming salamat. From the bottom of my heart, Pastor, maraming salamat.
Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy, Pastor, thank you, a million thank you to you. Kay gitagaan mo joy, ang ako ang life, ang ako ang dreams. Pastor, I hope na i-bless pa ka sa Almighty Father na tagaan pa kanyang healthy living or healthy life para i-bless pa nimo ang uban ng mga bata or mga youth na i-achieve po nila ang dreams. Thank you, Pastor, na naging light ka sa mga.
We are truly happy that JMC School of Medicine decided to partner with the City Government of Davao sa atoang Educational Benefit Systems Unit for the scholarship sa mga indigent but deserving students who want to become doctors.
To Pastor Apollo, also a big congratulations with your leadership, passion, dedication, and commitment to continue the mission that you've set up. We hope that you would continue to give Delhi EMC the opportunity to work with you. We are very fortunate and privileged to have that opportunity, and we hope to be able to continue that working side by side with CJFI in the coming years.
Hundreds of people have evacuated from their homes in Albay as officials raise alert level 4 due to Mount Mayon's unrest.
Volunteers rushed to the affected areas to assist hundreds of families who left their homes. One of the groups was the Children's Joy Foundation, which distributed food, water, and other much-needed supplies to 100 families stranded in evacuation centers in Albay. The group immediately offered a livelihood training program to families in anticipation of the loss of livelihood resulting from the massive destruction of crops in riceland.
Sunod sa tubig nga dako. Pagkalag din mo sila ang imong balay na anod.
Bigla lang talagang lumakas ang tubig.
Our founding president will not let that incident happen without any hand of help.
Salamat jud kay kung dili sila wala jud mi kaunon dire.
It's so sad for Davao City because of the floods, because of the fire, and because of the loss of life, no? But then again, we have to count our blessing, and part of our blessing is, of course, Pastor Apollo Kibuloy and his group, his church, and the Children's Joy Foundation. So thank you so much in behalf of the city government of Davao.
Kaya ko managakan sa kuwan, timber na kuwan. May lagoy kami, mamu. Ako kinuha sa mga, ako binpito mo sa mga wata. Ako sila nilipalagoy.
After Samana Rai Ango fled Marawi, volunteers of the Children's Joy Foundation Incorporated found her in a market in Davao City, selling food to survive and feed her family, and sent assistance. Efforts are underway to help her find a permanent shelter and livelihood.
Pinalamatan na kan skano katiabangan niyo sa makararaganan. Salamat.
In Cambodia, children from the PACQ Metabolic Center find hope through the goodwill of Pastor Apollo as his ministry adopts the shelter and pledges to support their daily needs.
We are going to a lot of children. They say it has a lot of children there.
In Brazil, the Children's Joy Foundation Incorporated also launched a back-to-back massive gift-giving and feeding programs in Sao Paulo and São Sebastião in Brasília, Brazil. In Sao Paulo, volunteers prepared a remarkable outreach program in Lar São José, a shelter for children who have been abandoned by their biological parents. Some are runaways and some have mental disabilities. Meanwhile, volunteers along with the Keepers Club International members of Brasília went to São Sebastião in Brasília to give joy to hundreds of children. For 3 years now, children in Panama have been receiving school supplies from the Children's Joy Foundation Incorporated, a gift from Pastor Apollo. In Costa Rica, Central America, another gift-giving was conducted to the needy community children in Carpio.
What do you think motivated me to put up the Children's Joy Foundation? Because I saw the need of children. I was not even an appointed son of God yet. I was just an ordinary evangelist going around the countryside, and I saw the plight of these children. And so I promised the Father, I said, if you give me the blessings of my ministry, Father, I will share a bulk of this blessing to bless these poor children. I'll share it with them. That's why the Children's Joy Foundation was born. And we are helping a lot of children. We are helping 3 million poor, destitute, hungry, naked, nothing, children that have nothing.
Since its inception 19 years ago, the Children's Joy Foundation Incorporated has built 9 residential care homes in the Philippines and has built daycare centers across the Philippines in support of primary educational efforts of the government. Through the Children's Joy Foundation Incorporated, Pastor Apollo himself started the Gift of Education program, giving scholarships to thousands of children. He built the Jose Marie College, where more than 60% of students go to school for free. It has reached the impoverished children in many parts of Asia, Europe, and Ukraine. Each week, nearly 60,000 children in the USA are reported as abused or neglected. Among those children, about 520,000, or more than 50%, end up in foster care each year. An equally grave number of children land in shelters. In the latter part of 2017, the Children's Joy Foundation began addressing these problems when it visited children's shelters and foster care centers in 16 cities and 3 states across the U.S., bringing love, joy, comfort, and hope to children whose lives have been broken, abused, marginalized.
Really appreciate everything that the organization has done for us. They donated all the backpacks, school supplies for the children.
In West Covina, California, foster volunteers throw a party for graduates and their foster families, making it a graduation they will never forget. In the city of Manchester, Connecticut, the CJFI reached out to have a back-to-school drive and feeding program. In Houston, Texas, the CJFI volunteers met with the foster kids of children of diversity, providing them joy and love they deserve.
Children's Joy Foundation USA, thank you so much for all that you do. You have made such an impact on all of us.
In Canada, CJFI volunteers have also actively conducted its regular feeding and gift-giving activities in the public elementary schools in various parts of the state. But of all that has sprung from the heart of Pastor Apollo, there is none as breathtaking and amazing as the PACQ International Children's Day, the adopted birthday of millions of impoverished children not only in the Philippines, but also in different parts of the world.
Am I doing the commandment of love your neighbor as yourself? Who is your neighbor? The poor is your neighbor.
How is it that a man from a third world country like the Philippines was able to do all this? It's because Pastor Apollo's love in his heart can accommodate all of humanity, simply because he is dedicated to obeying God. Pastor Apollo signed his life into a covenant with the Almighty Father, which our Lord Jesus Christ signed with his blood on the cross, when the Almighty Father said, "Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment." Then Pastor Apollo loved God above all things by obeying his will. He committed his whole life in obedience to every single word in the Holy Scriptures. When the Almighty Father said, "Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself," there is none other commandment greater than these. Pastor Apollo also signed into that covenant by loving his neighbor selflessly. Love conquers hate. Love can turn a barren land into a prosperous and abundant land. This is what Pastor Apollo proved when he created an environmental program on March 3, 2005, called the Sunshine Philippines Movement. In 2017, Pastor Apollo's fight against climate change toughens together with the Sunshine Philippines Movement volunteers, who continue to conduct tree planting activities and cleanup drive all year round in the Philippines. In the state of Hawaii, its government linked arms with the Sunshine Hawaii Movement to clean major streets and highways in the Hawaiian Islands.